Hey guys, so I am in Naples, Italy, home to churches and tradition and I guess the Neapolitan pizza, but I have absolutely no idea what the vegan scene is here in this city. So I thought it'd be a good idea to bring you guys along and come and explore that with me.
I like the cream softer. That's good. It's really good.
Alright, here's lunch. So my first couple of stops are going to be lunch stops, and the first one is Officina Vegana, and a lot of people actually gave this place very high reviews. The main difficulty here was that awesome board to the side was mainly in Italian, but you can kind of guess here and there where it's going. Luckily, the staff there are pretty fluent in English. This place is really known for it being fairly clean because most of the things are baked here or they are steamed. So you can see a lot of vegetables and a lot of kind of like hot dishes like chickpeas and rice. And they also have an amazing dessert section as well.
And like tiramisu, these like cupcakes that seem to be in fashion. Some puffy cookies. What is it? Like a melon tart, which you wouldn't think would work. It'd be like melon with prosciutto, but who knows? This is a seitan sandwich with, I think, what is that, French fries? French fries and a little seitan. There's a little seitan patty in there. There you go. Get away, Leaf. That is this guy right here.
Okay, so I just walked to the Sbuccia e Bevi's. Online it says that it opens from like 8 until, I don't know, 6 or something, but actually today's Monday. From 8 till noon, only the juice bar is open. And then from noon on is when the food part is open, and they had 2 like restaurants and they were side to side. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get breakfast there. So I'm gonna try to get to another restaurant that might be close by. So it was a very rainy day that day, and that's, I think, maybe why the restaurant was a little bit quiet. But in here you can see that there are different wraps like fajitas, a little bit of pasta, a very kind of standard for a juice bar type restaurant. And the cool thing is you can order the juices from next door into the restaurant. So it's definitely a nice and fairly inexpensive place to be having lunch. So where kind of the kitchen is.
Yeah, so I just walked past Ogren, and apparently they were saying that, oh, there's a car, that their grocery had just been delivered to them, so they weren't open yet, and to come back in about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna try to walk around right now. I have a tour, a food tour coming up, so hopefully I can still kind of make it in time.
Okay, so I'm back at Ogren, which is, it is a takeout place. So the owners told me it's gonna be about 10 more minutes.
One is with coffee and rice meat. Yeah. Another dessert with caro, you know caro, and roasted sesame seeds. And some salty snack made by something like pizza roll, filled with carrot, cabbage, and potatoes.
So this chef took some warming up too, but let me tell you, he cooked like a boss, which is not something that you typically, necessarily see at a vegan restaurant of this sort. But I told him that I had a tour coming up in 10 minutes, and he was able to whip up the dish of the day for me. It was a tomato risotto with some sea vegetables and seaweed. And let me tell you, this place is good. The flavors are strong, they are creative, and I would definitely recommend anyone to come here for lunch. Just, make sure that if you're a little bit close to opening time, to give that a little bit of leeway.
Okay, so this is the pomodoro rice with seaweed, which is actually quite interesting. I had to eat it out here because I was in a rush. Let's try a bit of this. You can see little flecks of seaweed in it as well. As you guys know, natural MSG happens in tomatoes and in seaweed as well. So in a way, this is very savory in that way.
So this is Cafe Nostri. It's a little bit outside of the center of town though. So vegan vegetarian restaurant. Let's go in. Yeah. So Cafe Nostri is right by the water, and it was a little bit of a taxi cab away from the center of town, but it was very much worth it. You know that when I go to a city, I want to find a vegan restaurant that actually, prepares more of the local cuisine, as opposed to falafels and acai bowls. So at Cafe Nostri, you can find things like, just traditional meatballs, scallopini. I ended up getting some tacos. So know that that's there. They have shakes here as well. Everything was quite delicious, and it felt a little bit more, I guess, like upscale than a lot of the vegan restaurants that I had seen in Naples thus far. So it was a really great place to have dinner at. I especially loved these tacos because the outside shells almost taste like papadums, like the Indian papadums, and they were just super, super crunchy. So just playing around with different flavors and textures, and then I ended it up with a kind of like a classic mushroom ravioli that was very homey and very hearty, but I will say that the portions at this restaurant do tend to be a little bit small, and so I almost feel like maybe if you were eating with 2 people, maybe get enough food for 3, and that's not just an American who's talking, okay? So of course I had to try the tiramisu, and I saw a lot of this style of cake in Naples where it was essentially a cake in a cup, and that seemed to be very widespread across most of the restaurants that I see, and it's a lovely way to eat cake.
Unassuming little place. 2.0. Okay. Hi. Oh. Hi. Are you open?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Looks like in the lighthouse.
Look at that. Milkaway 2.0. I literally saved the best for last, and Milkaway 2.0 is the second iteration of Milkaway, which is this entirely vegan Italian pastry shop started by 2 sisters, Erica and Federica, and they first opened Milkaway in 2017, and they were just showing me all of the things that they were doing for the shop and their Instagram, and honestly just how difficult it was to start a vegan bakery in a traditional town such as Naples and all that they had to face. But honestly, it was very well worth it because I tried the pizzelle and this was fresh. Like they literally just made that shell. It was like an ice cream cone filled with Cool Whip and chocolate, and it was absolutely delicious.
So she was just saying everything is freshly made, and they also made the chocolate as well. So this is going to be really, really good. Okay, come on. Let's try this. I like the cream softer. That's good. It's really good. No! The pistachio! Oh my, it's so pretty.
So the cornetto, if you go to Naples, you will know what it is, but essentially it translates into horn, and it's basically like a croissant that they fill with all of these super yummy things like cream and ice cream, and obviously this one had a little bit more than that with the pistachio cream and the whipped cream and the chocolate as well. It was quite a sweet treat, and if you guys saw it on my Instagram, Oh my gosh, is it like the perfect thing to photograph? And I ate everything until the last bite.
I'm sorry. What are these little cups? They're the Milkaway cups?
These are those cake cups that I was talking about earlier. They call these the Milkaway cups, and it doesn't look like anything special when you first consider just what it is, but because the sisters make everything fresh, like the strawberries tasted like strawberries and it wasn't like just full of syrup, and the cream was light, and the cake was freshly made, so it was like nice and soft as well. And I think that that is what makes this little cake cup different from all the rest. And I had such a lovely time here. The sisters are so warm, so friendly, and so strong as well. And it was just really nice to see, you know, women running a business and having it be as amazing as this.
Giusto perché stiamo occupati di loro, perché quando vuole, se no. Non mi dai? Come proprio il telefono e l'appuntamento.